What's up? Welcome back to Nowstalgia. Dave here with a review of Citadel, the new TV series from on Amazon Prime Video, spy series starring Priyanka Chopra and Richard Madden, executive produced by the Russo brothers. Of course, there's been a lot of headlines about Citadel because it's very, very expensive. Reportedly $300 million plus dollars after all the reshoots, making this the second most expensive season of television of all time, behind, of course, The Rings of Power, also at Amazon. So I wasn't necessarily excited about Citadel, but I like spy stuff, so I was gonna check it out. I like Richard Madden. I thought he was great in Bodyguard. Priyanka Chopra, she's pretty good, and all the things she's in. So I thought, gonna check this one out. It's high profile enough, and we got 2 episodes out last week out of a 6 episode first season, and I gotta say, it's just a really lackluster effort all around. Um, and the word that comes to mind is generic. And that is not what you want when you spend all this money on a TV series. And I think the big issue that's so easy to harp on at this point with Citadel is that Citadel was billed as the start of this new IP franchise for a TV series franchise for Amazon, with spin-offs already in the works. An Indian spin-off, an Italian spin-off. It's going to be, very ambitious, wide-ranging TV IP out of whole cloth. However, the IP needs to be good enough to justify spin-offs in the very first place. You can't decide to make your spin-offs before you nail down your core thing first. And that's just kind of the problem with this series through 2 episodes, is that it doesn't come across as anything special, certainly not anything worthy of being spun off. And tough beat for Richard Madden, between Eternals and now Citadel, 2 would-be franchises back-to-back that he has been a part of that have not worked out. I think Madden and Chopra are fine as is, but everything else around them is pretty lackluster, And this is, on its face, could be a really fun spy series. You have this Citadel spy organization that is, tied to no nation. They're just for the good of the world, making sure things get done and results happen that are good. And 8 years ago, they get taken out in a surprise attack by this Manticore rival spy organization for the bad guys, the rich people of the world running it. And as a result, Madden loses his memory. Chopra eventually gets hers back, but starts out her memory loss. And it's just kind of like a race to build back and prevent Manticore's takeover. Blah blah blah. Just a lot of spy tropes, before the memory stuff harkens back so obviously to Jason Bourne, to the point where Madden's character's wife makes an open reference to Jason Bourne when learning that he had lost his memory. It's really funny, and just how obvious it is. I think there's some fun stuff about it, right? The Citadel handler is Stanley Tucci. The Manticore broker fixer character is played by Leslie Manville. They're both giving good performances. They're fun, but there's just not a lot to get invested in with this conflict. I think the best part about the series so far is the opening set piece, the opening scene, which is set on a train in Europe before Manticore takes out Citadel, and you get Madden Chopra at least swarming it up and making it fun for a little bit before things go to shit. And the shootout's pretty fun. And we got to see at the end of episode 2, you get a scenes on the rest of the season. There's some fun looking stuff. I mean, another shout out James Bond, but it looks like there's a snow set piece coming, the skiing set piece or whatever. Looks fun and all, but I just don't know if there's enough compelling to it. One really disappointing aspect of the series, episode 2, for example. There's a heist that Madden does with Tucci's help, steal his case from Manticore, and he's in and out of the secret base in 90 seconds. It's so quick, it's so uneventful. There's just not a whole lot a whole lot of build up. It's just not really cool. The showrunner's place on this series, there's a lot of reshoots. That's why the price tag got so high. Honestly, it just really shows. I just don't think there was a lot of there. And I'd be incredibly curious what Amazon decides to do with the rest of this. Obviously, once we get all of Citadel coming out. They'll see what the ratings look like. Do they go forward beyond some early development on the spin-offs? We will see. Amazon is the type of franchise that can afford to do whatever they want, but or type of streamer that can afford to do whatever they want. But there was the Hollywood Reporter piece, like a month and a half ago, about how kind of like the lack of direction of like what makes Amazon Prime content, and got the very recent report that a number of series are going to be moved off Prime Video onto Freevee, the fast option that Amazon has, similar to Tubi. Notably, a lot of the shows they're moving to that platform were underperforming series, or series that didn't really have the futures they expected. So Amazon is also tightening the belt at least a little bit in how they're operating with Prime these days. So I don't think Citadel is going to have the blank check necessarily that you'd expect it to if this came out a few years back. But we'll see what those ratings look like, because the critical reception has not been strong. And I got to say, I wasn't too impressed. But let me know, did you watch Citadel? Did you like it more than me? And for more TV reviews, subscribe. And I'll see you next time.